that I've learned in the last few days that I haven't been here. The last time I was here was, what, how many days ago? 2 weeks ago, seems like. And today's May 1st, yep. Last month I was here, first week. And so it's going to be a day that you're going to learn not only about real estate and some unprecedented opportunities, that your net worth will increase before you leave this office today, by the end of the day. That's a pretty big, bold statement, that should you choose to do that. And there are people in this room that have already done that, that came to my last event, and before they left, they made money. So if you could make money while sitting there, is that a pretty good day? And then I'm going to also share with you that how you can, and by what I mean by that is, you'll have opportunity to invest in properties right now while you're here. And I'm going to tell you more about that. And on that program, instead of me flying here this time, I brought my partner with me. So here's my partner, Santa Claus. Kent, come on over, Kent, so they can see you. So Santa always comes with what? Presents. So I brought Santa with me. It's Kent Davis. And so they say welcome, Kent. I'm going to bring him over. So he and I, we're going to be back and forth. He'll come, I'll bring him over to share with you some incredible, unprecedented opportunities that you've never, as a private citizen, didn't have this kind of an opportunity to invest. And also, I'm going to talk about personal development. I'll tell you about me and my background so that you understand where I'm coming from. So Kent will come back for doing it. And so how many of you are brand new to real estate? May I see a show of hands? That you haven't even bought your first home yet? So there are a few people in there. And how many of you have been in real estate for more than 10 years? So, and some people, the rest of them are somewhere in between. So same, almost like 4 or 5 people are, half a dozen people brand new, half a dozen people been for 10 years, 20 years, and the people are in the middle. And one of the biggest challenges I have in speaking to a group like this is, where do I start now? Because there are people that are totally starting brand new, and there are people that are been 10 years in real estate, so I can speak with them very fast, they'll understand everything I'm saying, and I just slow down for people who are just starting out. So sometimes it's very, very challenging. And so before I can start, what I have to do, at least for the session, I have to make everybody equal so that we can have some common ground to start. Is that all right? So let me show you a metaphor of what I mean by that. It's that some people in this room, since I can't have experience, that are just starting out, barely starting out, and some people in the room have experience in the middle, and some people, as I said, have lots of experience. So these are not trick ropes or anything. Can you stretch it? Does it stretch? No, it doesn't stretch. So these are not trick ropes. If it was trick rope, do you think I want to give it to her to test? These are ordinary ropes found in any bedroom, you know?
We're at the right meeting, aren't we?
So what we're going to do is nothing, but before we start, we're going to take and see if we can make one side of the equal. So, and we'll simply just make one side equal. And when one side is equal, you need a little bit of what? Magic?
Yeah.
Dust. When you sprinkle a little magic dust, what happens is you start pulling, and you start pulling, and it starts pulling, and then guess what? Right before your very eyes, they become all equal. But don't take my word for it. Let's count 1, and here is 2, and here is 3. Right before your very eyes. But those of you who have lots of experience, please don't worry. I didn't make you equal to the beginners. So when you leave here right before your very eyes, guess what? We're going to take the same thing, and I'll take the magic dust away, give it a little sprinkle, and they'll become just like they were. Right? Thank you. Good. I'm going to be later on performing at the Magic Castle. No.
You could.
I could. Huh? Yes. As a matter of fact, one of those things that on the bucket list is when I was and I picked it up from when I was at UCLA, and during one of the summer, and I just fascinated at one of those rec classes that you offering, and there was a retired police officer, and he was doing magic. And I said, you know what, that sounds fun. So I went and I started learning from him, and I was gonna audition for Magic Castle and never made it. But last time I was here in LA, I went to Magic Castle and just got reignited that I gotta do this. And I've got a whole, I used to do shows all over Europe, and I have 3 girls, 7, they're now 9, 11, and 15. So every time I go to their school, they go to the new class and they tell the teacher, of course the teacher, you have to come and show us. So I have to go to their class, of course, after that, and they're the most popular kid in the class. And then I get calls from all the other parents. So, you had to ruin it for me, didn't you? What did I do? What did I do? Because my kid used to think I was the coolest dad until they came home and said, hey dad, can you make this rope equal? And so it's fun. And all of us, there's a kid in all of us. The reason I do that is that a very wise man once told me that life is the opposite of magic. Life is the opposite of magic. Because if I tell you how I did it, and some of you may already know how I did it, if I tell you how I did it, it's no longer magic. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
When you know how it's done, the magic disappears. But life, when you know how it's done, real estate, when you know how it's done, when you know the step-by-step process, the real magic begins. And we're going to share with you that my goal today is to give you all of those step-by-steps for not just real estate success, but life success. And those step-by-step process and some of the things that I'm going to give you in a silver platter that I wish that I had it when I got started.
So you can do that with money.
You can do that with money, and that's the money magic comes in when you realize that you know the principles. When you know the principles. Because I can tell you one reason that why you don't have money is because you don't even know what money is. Because one of the reasons you're here is because you want more money. Am I correct?
Yep.
Am I correct?
Yep.
Hello, am I correct?
Yes.
All right, then let me ask you this simple question. What is money? Since you want,
Investment?
money is investment.
Yeah.
Okay? And there are no 2 words in English language. I want to know what money is, and I don't want a fancy definition. I want a definition that you can go home and tell your 6-year-old kid that they'll understand. I want a definition of money.
Success.
Money is success.
A little bit of peace of mind.
Okay. I want to know what is money so that I can, by knowing what money is, I can go out right now and make more money.
It's an exchange for whatever you need.
Very
or
good.
want.
Money, that's what money does. That's what money does, because money lets you exchange other things. My question is even more fundamental. I'm asking, what is money?
A representation of value.
Money represents value, but does that tell me what money is? I want to know what money is, and so that I can just, if I know money is representation of value, does that give me, can I go out and make more money right now?
No.
I want an understanding. Think about it, then here's as simple as that. Since you brought it up, I wasn't going to go there. And that if you want gold bullion, and let's say if this was gold bullion, if you don't know what a gold bullion looks like, I'm sorry, you trying to?
Yeah, money is a tool to make more money.
Yes, money is a tool. That's what money does. I want to know what is money. Money is energy. Yes, money gives you energy. That's not wrong answer. Money is a tool exchange. That's what money does. I'm asking more fundamental question. That can you recognize what is money? That if this was a gold bullion, if I don't know what a gold bullion looks like, is it possible that I'm going to walk past it, not even pick it up, because I don't even know what it looks like? I'll go right past by. So clarity is power.
I think I probably have the answer. So money is an idea.
You're one of the closest that have come. But
Oh, really?
what is is that's partial definition. But my point even further, look at this, what I just opened up. And because he just pointed me, I wasn't even go there. Because we're trying to answer this one question, what is money? And nobody has a clear idea. If there's 29 answers, that means 28 or 29 of them are wrong. And is it any wonder why money is not coming to you? Because you don't even know what money is. Why should money come to you?
The law of attraction. If I have money, then more money is gonna come.
Okay, so those are seminar answers. There's you go into some seminars, the law of attraction, and there's not how you create money. That's the second answer.
Is money security?
That money will, you think money will give you security. That's one of your, yes, Aaron?
Well, I was fortunate to have heard this before, but money is an idea backed by confidence.
That's what it is.
Money is an idea backed by confidence. It's worth writing it down. And so, I don't, in every language, in every culture, whether I'm in China, whether I'm in India, whether I'm in US, I'm in Africa, or in Argentina, in every country, you can say that there's pesos, there is dollar, there is ruble, all kinds of, but those are just representation. But I want to know what money is. In every time, money is nothing. Money is an idea backed by confidence. Just by understanding that, if money is an idea backed by confidence, and I want more money, I need more of what?
Confidence.
So the reason I'm standing before you is because somebody had confidence in me that I can stand before you and show you how to get you more what?
Money.
Money. People pay me thousands of dollars because I project the confidence that they will give me money. I can't. And if you understand, and I'm going to share with you also that you think that real estate is the foundation of my wealth. No. You think money? No. Money does not provide security. Because if money, as fast as you can make it, you can lose it. If your security is in money, you will not sleep well. That's another dimension that we're talking about. But today, what we're talking about is just since we got started in this, and so what I'm gonna skip some more promotional items about myself. And because in these days you can just Google my name and you can find everything you want to find about me. The time that I have today is my first promise to you is I want to add value. And I have two goals for being here this morning. And my first goal is to add value. And my second goal is to tell you about, just like anything else, that yes, I do have a product and program that I want to share with you that you can invest in. And however, at the end of the day, the worst thing that can happen to me is not that none of you decided to invest in my program or invest in the property. That's not the worst thing that can happen. The worst thing that can happen to me is if any one of you tell Chris or Pritam that I have wasted your time. How many of you value your time? So that with all these flight cancellation and everything else I've said I'm gonna be here, and I am here. And my first goal is to promise you that whether you invest in or not, that you're going to learn from me that will help you make more money. And less is more. If you go home right now and just understand that one thing about money, that you've never ever, you went through a whole life and nobody ever told you what really money is. And you go out there, you walk tall, you project confidence, people will hand you money. And if I love movies. I love movies because it just illustrates the point. There's a movie called not the House of Cards. It's an old movie where the con man. How do con men make money? They project what? Nothing but confidence. That's what all a con man is. And what the difference between a con man and you and me is our intention. Is that I'm also projecting confidence, a con man also projects confidence, and the difference between a con man and a non-con man is the intention that makes us different. But the principle is the same. And so, what I'm going to talk about today, if you want to get the most out of this presentation, so how to get the most out of this presentation, number one is stay present. Stay present. It's not as simple as it sounds. In personal development, we have a saying called, be there where you are. Because you can be physically present and mentally where?
Elsewhere.
Something completely different. So since you've made a commitment to be here, make a commitment consciously to be here present, not just physically, but as well as mentally. And how to tame your wandering mind. Because the reason it's hard is because while you're sitting here, like you and me, there's zillion things going on in your life, more besides being here. So all of a sudden, you remember that I forgot to do this. While you're sitting here, I have to pick up my dry cleaning. I have to call that buyer. I have to call that seller. Or some problem that you're thinking of, you're sitting here, all of a sudden the solution came. By sitting here, if you think that I'm going to have to call that buyer, that's not going to help you. Because you cannot do it right now. So what I do is and I do, by the way, as I said, some of the things that I'm sharing with you, that I'm going to here tell you things that will not only help in your real estate, but help you in your life. So this principle